There's been a lot of videos lately on YouTube regarding the Sharge track cleaning machine, exposing its virtues and maybe not so much. My experience with it is it wasn't very helpful. It would be jump off the tracks, very hard to keep on the tracks, and it didn't do a very good cleaning job. The reason being is when I first got it, I weighed it. I can't remember what it was now, something like 120, 150 grams in weight, and that attributed to it coming off the tracks. The reason of because it was so light, the reason for that is, first of all, the chassis was made of a thin piece of plastic, which is pretty much weightless anyway. And also the cleaning block was also a bit of plastic. The other thing with the cleaning block is it was quite narrow, so it would sit on the track just inside, but on a sharp bend it would often drop inside and jam. It would also jam in the frogs sometimes. If the side of the pad was a little bit frayed, it would jam in there. So that was another problem with it. So first thing I did was get rid of that, and the second thing was to get rid of that. So I replaced the chassis with a piece of 1/4 inch by 1.25 inch a mild steel flat bar. So that pushed the weight up from whatever it was, 150 odd grams to 460. So that gave a fair bit of weight to it. But even then, it still had the tendency to lift it off the track with the springs. So I got rid of the block altogether and made another block out of a solid piece of lead. I insulated the bottom of it, as you can see, with heat shrink. Just cut it down the middle and glued it on, just in case it inadvertently contacted both sides and shorted the track out. And that now doesn't have any springs. It just fits on the guides, and as the track has got lumps in it, no track's really all that straight, it will move up and down like that. So it's heavy enough to do a good cleaning job, but it can't lift the charge machine off the track because it's not doesn't have any connection with the track, with the machine. So that's how that works. I also made it wider than the original, so it doesn't fall inside the track or get caught on the frogs. So that made the machine much more effective than it was before. It's got a nice bit of weight. The lead block is independent of the machine, so there's no it doesn't push it off the tracks, and the machine's heavy enough to stay on there anyway. With being living in the tropics, the track gets dirty pretty quick, a bit of oxidation, and so we have to clean it once every couple of weeks. But every month or so I use this machine. It was a cheap and nasty box car I bought from Hornby, plastic wheels, light as a feather, pretty well useless. So I took the top off, filled it full of lead so it's nice and heavy, put steel wheels on it, and glued in a couple of anti-rotation bars. Yet again, another piece of lead, if I can get it on there, a piece of hardboard, double-sided tape, and a bit of fine emery cloth. Put that on there too. And as it goes around the track, if I can get it on, it's the same principle as the other one. It goes up and down, well, you get the point anyway. It goes up and down with the track. So I've got it stuck now. Goes up and down with the track and follows the contour of the track without actually lifting this off the ground. So I use that a couple of times, or rather a couple of months, every couple of months. First, you got one loco pulling that, go around the track a couple of times, and then follow it up with another loco pulling this a couple of times, and you finish up with beautifully clean track. And just to demonstrate how good it is, I'll just move the camera here, and hold on, I didn't pause it because the last time I did that it stopped working. We'll keep it going just to there. Right, almost there. and I'll let this creep. So that loco rather, the class 50 will creep around the track at that speed without losing contact at any point, because the tracks are nice and clean. So anyway, that was my thoughts on the Charge machine and the modifications. In fact, the only original part of the machine is the tube, the tank. Everything else I've replaced. It might be useful to you, might not, but either way, just enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.